Excellent. God. Is this, like... Okay. Is this event the most, like, digging deep within what we have as source material to work that we've ever seen in an event? Or is there some...
No, we've had spin-offs before. It's just,
Yeah, but After Years is... I feel After Years is digging deeper than, like, 13.2, you know?
Well, I mean, 13.2 was a game. This is a game. I mean, if anything, you'd think, like, Crisis Core is digging deep.
Okay. Actually, you know what? That's fair. Crisis Core and the fact that I know there's a dirge of Cerberus in the future are that's definitely digging deeper than this. Anyway, hello! Welcome to Final Fantasy Record Keeper. I'm Sly09.
This is Vprisoner.
And today we're bringing you the Final Fantasy IV The After Years event. I'm not going to be able to speak to events that occur or what this is actually talking about because I've never played The After Years, but I can tell you that it is a Final Fantasy IV spin-off game starring Cecil and Rosa's kid.
Yeah, it's essentially... It fancies itself as a sequel, and really it exists solely because Final Fantasy IV is probably the most nostalgic Final Fantasy for a lot of Japanese players. There's a reason why Final Fantasy IV gets like a shit zillion remakes and releases on different consoles and whatnot.
Yeah.
This was simply born out of that sort of thing. It was just sort of a attempt to make an expanded universe similar to Final Fantasy VII, and holy hell, you know how that one turned out.
Oh boy, at least it didn't go as far as FF7, but hey Father Wolf, hey Zo. Alright, but yeah, I guess we can start things off by checking out banners.
Yep.
So, the first thing...
Like the nitty-gritty.
The first thing you might notice looking at this banner list, there's these two nightmare banners hanging out in the center here. These are like they are banners for like the Nightmare Dungeon has half off stamina right now. And
yeah, so it's basic. These are basically apology banners. So what's going on is like Dana is doing this weird campaign thing. I think they're just making it up as they go along. It's basically like a gigantic re-rolling of old content that a huge number of people did not get access to due to massive login issues, server crashes, usually on the Android side. So as a result, they're just like, we're going to periodically give you a shitload of Mithril as an apology and also bring back a lot of the content that you guys may have missed.
Yeah, so of note here, these are the Summoner banner for Valkyrie, try talk. and the combat banner for Omega Drive. I forget what the boss behind that one is.
Combat Evolved.
But they're a half off banner, each of them. Like for the first pull, and then you can pull as many times as you want on them afterwards. But they're a 25 mithril pull for the first one, which makes them. I'll basically pull on any 25 mithril banner. So.
Plus, they're also heavily curated, which means you're going to have a very good pool of stuff in them, and they are updated to have all of the latest equipment, which means that you can easily get shit from the banners that we are going to be discussing later.
I thought for sure they wouldn't have like current relics on them, but anyway, let's go ahead and take a look at these. So, oh wow, nice. All right, so.
Yeah, Holy Dragoon Kane, you know.
Yeah. So, starting things off with Kane's OSB.
Mm-hmm.
Kane's OSB armor here. Fire resist and ice resist in realm. Massive jump, so ranged. Lightning and non-elemental damage to one target. Deals more damage for each Dragoon ability the user has used. Can break damage cap.
This one likes Kane's BSB a lot because it has Enlightening on it. This will still do a ton of work for you, just because what else are you going to be doing with Kane?
Yeah, of note, this has like we've seen this a lot in the past with like the build up as you use abilities like night abilities or holy abilities or wind abilities and whatever. This one starts lower than most of those, like significantly lower in damage if you're just using it flat, but it builds very quickly. On about 4 or 5 Dragoon ability uses, it's about 100% more damage than a normal OSP. So.
Other thing to note, it has multiple resistances. If you can just scroll up a little bit, it has a free fire resistance, and synergy bonus gives you ice resistance as well. So even if you get this as just like a piece of equipment, this is a strong little piece of resistance.
Yeah, so it's quite good. It's obviously, as you said, built for having Kane's BSP to allow you to use Dragoon commands, because all the commands on the BSB are Dragoon coded. So
yeah.
All right. Next up we have oh boy, it's Theodore.
Theodore is the main character of Final Fantasy The After Years. He's Cecil and Rose's kid. And the way that Final Fantasy Record Keeper decides to portray him is that he is a healing paladin, meaning he doesn't just have White 5 and is a knight. He can also use White 5 worth of damn as a knight. He has an extremely high amount of mind for a knight.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm fairly certain his name is probably supposed to be Theodore, but it's Theodore, so.
And his BSB explores that. It really plays it to the hilt.
Look at that mind score. So, 68 mind on a sword. Also, holy crap, if we hit the point where we're at 137 on weapons rather than 133? Shit. I didn't realize we hit that. Anyway.
Hey, I'm down with that.
Anyway, Holy Cross, which, looking at what this does, it basically seems like, Cecil's BSB, but better. But we'll see how that stacks up. 8 physical, holy, and non-elemental attacks to 1 target, restoring moderate amount of HP to all allies, 40%. Haste and burst mode to the user, and Curing Cut is 4 holy attacks to 1 target, small amount of HP to 1 ally based on their max HP, which is, I think, that's 25%, and an Asuna on the all target.
This does a lot of work. Like, you can easily, skip having a healer, or a dedicated healer burst just with this thing.
Yeah.
Because he's constantly doing off heals, the entry is wide, and even though he has a lot of high mind, and you'd be using him effectively as a healer anyway, a lot of his shit just does not care about the mind stat anyway. It's proportional.
Yep. Yeah, so, yeah, he, out of all of the, paladin-type characters, he just flat has the highest mind.
Yeah, he is the most paladin of them.
Yeah, so let's move along. We've got Yang's Burst here, and the Cat Claws, another 137. This is new, right?
Yeah, it is.
Small chance to sleep. Ha. Okay, 7 hits, Earth and non-elemental, in Earth and Haste and Burst mode. Our commands are 4 physical, Earth, and non-elemental attacks to 1 target. 5 attacks if the user has Unbound Fury, which is a mechanic that we've seen, I think, on Ida's?
It's a similar. It's a similar sort of thing to Ida. Basically, what you do here is use Explosive Fists. Crushing Rock Blow is a offhand monk skill that does a lot of work if you have Unbound Fury on, but more importantly, it's also you are constantly chaining monk skills with this thing. Since Unbound Fury is reducing your the delay of your monk abilities by a huge margin.
Okay, yeah. So you're it's minus 40% defense and res on this, but also very super short charge, and then this hits 5 times. So
yeah, he's just basically doing this forever.
Yep. So yeah,
it's a fun one just because you get to unload and don't even care about your defenses, just go all in, all offense all the time.
Yeah. Also, yeah, N-Earth with Meteor Strike seems like it should work pretty well.
Yeah, it's a winner. Yang's finally good.
Hey, it's Abel's Lance.
Yeah, what do you know?
Recurrence of Kane's BSB, lightning boost, it's a spear, 130 attack. Lightning non-elemental entry to all targets in lightning, haste burst mode. 2 ranged lightning attacks to 1 target, remove delay from the user's jump for 2 turns. You use this with lightning dive. Triumphant Lancet, 2 ranged lightning attacks to 1 target, restore a ability use. You use this with lightning dive.
This is basically like, this is a one of the few combo BSBs in the game, and it's a very popular one for that. Just because it's so much fun to, like, constantly cycle between all of this shit and lightning dive.
Yeah, lightning dive is very, very good. It's 4 hit, and is very easy to hit the damage cap on. So, like, it's when this was introduced, this item, lightning dive was also introduced in that same event. So, like, that was sort of the idea. It's like, we gave you this free ability, use it with this item.
Yeah, a small downside that people have noted about Abel's Lens is that its command or don't have non-elemental chasers. But even so, that's still like, yeah, like
this is, I say, you say small, it matters a lot. Though even like lightning dive doesn't have a non-elemental chaser, so like it's the whole kit that doesn't, and it means that in certain fights where, I don't know, maybe like one enemy is weak to lightning and another like is immune, like, I don't know.
Yeah, Kane gets to just pick his nose all day.
Maybe the freaking 220, like, we can't use Kane because he can't deal damage to the boss. So,
yeah.
Alright, here we've got Ceodor's SSB, Cross Slash, Ice Resist and Lightning Resist in Realm. 5 Holy, non-elemental at all targets, in Holy.
Your standard in Holy.
It's an Unholy. That sure is an item.
Like, this isn't even knocking in elements. Like, this is good.
Yeah.
There's just nothing else to say about it.
Right, like,
it's an enabler.
Yeah. So, next along. Oh boy, Edward. We got a Bards. Bards exist. Soul Harp. So,
I believe this is a new one.
Yeah, this is an interesting one. Reduce the offensive magic casting time of all allies for 3 turns, and raise their magic and mind a moderate amount, 30%. Party-wide short charge on magic, plus magic mind.
Yeah, go Edward.
Yeah, that's really good support. If you have, like, a mage squad, which we'll be seeing a mage squad today, it stacks with Sheepsong completely, or, like, you know, Sheepsong's probably the best one to stack it with, because you don't stack the short cast. And then also the mind means that your healer's doing heavier duty. Like, it's all around just strong stuff for, like, support for a mage team.
Also stacks completely with Sheepsong, because the effects, like, all of the effects are are independent of each other, so...
Yep. Very strong stuff. Hell Claws! This is Yang's older SSB. Chance to poison. This matters in Realm? Like, I was looking at the list of, like, the boss fights in FF4, and, like, almost all of them can be poisoned. It's weird.
Yeah, there are poison vulnerabilities in this one. Exploding Volcano Kick is one of the very few earthen perils in the game.
Yep. Yeah, so, this is what it is. Also, it's got a really silly animation with the bomb mom.
I forget, like, isn't the only other one in the game, like, belong to Guy from Final Fantasy 2?
Yeah, it's Guy, because it's made to work with Maria's BSB.
Then again, this makes Yang completely self-sufficient. Now that he has his in-earth BSB, he can just roll with this, too.
Yeah, in FF4, you can just bio everything you want. Yeah, there's a ton of... Everything is, like, poisonable, and also everything's slowable. We're going to be seeing that a lot in this. Oh, boy, Thor's Hammer. This is Sid, SSB, Lightning Boost.
Yeah, this is a new one.
Yeah. Which we have 5 lightning to random targets and lower their Imperil Lightning. So...
Yep, it's an Imperil Lightning. Like, it's a good one.
It's... I don't know, Sid, I feel bad for FF4 Sid, because he's kind of the worst Sid.
I mean, then again, he was kind of the worst Sid in
That's
the
fair.
actual game.
That's fair. He also was there, so nothing.
But I know what you feel about it.
Right, because like you have Sid Reigns and Orlando, and even like FF7 Sid. Like I've been showing off, does a lot of work. So final thing on here. Oh boy, that's a unique. For Rosa, we got Reyes and Kira.
Reyes and Kira.
Wait,
And I have this, it'll work. It's just like I also have Divine Favor.
Whatever, it's here.
It's a booby prize. That's fine.
Alright. Second banner. Yeah, alright. So
yeah, Return of Cecil's OSB.
Yep. This is a very basic one. Holy non-elemental, one target, physical. It's 1200% physical damage, which is the baseline for OSB damage. Has a boost to Holy on a sword, which, oddly enough, I found that like Holy boosting is one of the easier things you can do, but it's still very strong to have on like an OSB weapon.
This thing wants Cecil's BSB a lot, which unfortunately is very old and as such is kind of fallen out of favor. But at the same time, Paladin Cecil's probably going to get another Unholy somewhere down the road, so this will be fine.
In the games, Reigns was the worst. Sorry. Yeah, I mean, probably would have helped if Reigns had more than one scene, but, you know.
Probably would have helped if Reigns wasn't like the most powerful mage in the damn universe.
I just laugh so much at how, like, my opinion, every time Sid Reigns shows up on screen, I'm like, oh man, it's Sid Reigns, that motherfucker's good.
It's Sid Reigns! You just, like, stand there and say things in the most bored voice imaginable and then leave. Yeah!
It's Sid Reigns! Yeah! I'm like, wait, no. Alright, anyway, Chocobo suit.
Oh, Paladin, my man, you're gonna do some work with this BSB.
Minor resistant poison. Anyway, deal 8 magic, fire, lightning, and ice attacks to one target. Grant haste and burst mode to the user. 10 attacks if there's a weakness or vulnerable. And then we have the 4 magic, fire, and lightning attacks, 4 magic, ice, and lightning attacks.
Oh, I didn't see the part where Paladin gets to reduce the magic delay.
Yes, reduce magic delay on weakness. So, oddly enough, this is very useful for one specific fight, which will be showing off very soon. But it's sort of, this is extremely similar to Shantoto's. I can't think I have to bring that up, because Shantoto's BSB is effectively the same item, though, like, this one only gets the removed delay. Like, so this one gets removed delay on weakness rather than just having short charge normally, which I think...
Yeah, Shantoto's has hers built in.
Right. Well, this is, of note, this is short charge or just non-charge? Yeah, this is non-charge, sorry. This is remove delay, not short charge. So...
Fuck. Fuck.
So... And
this thing is way, way too good for someone who just has Black 6. I'm sorry.
Right. So the big thing here is if you're using an effect like this, fire, lightning, ice, you're probably hitting weakness. You know.
Mm-hmm.
It's like if you're bringing this to a fight, you're bringing this to a fight because it's hitting weakness. So this is strong. Yeah, I was gonna say, does Paladin have skills other than black?
Nope.
I don't think so. So yeah, very, very strong though. This is like if you are using this.
If you can get this going, then yeah, you're in Murder Town basically forever.
Yeah. It's a Chocobo suit. Throw my hands up in the air and shrug. All right, moving along. We'll probably be seeing this around if I had to guess. Anyway, Zeus's base. This is Porum's. Yeah, Porum's BSB. Restore moderate HP to all allies, raise magic mine to moderate amount, haste burst mode, single target with a raise.
This is cure raise.
Yeah, cure raise, which means it's a very low raise, and then, the Medica.
So this one is, I would say that its entry is good just because it's not a selfish buff. It's party-wide. People, I mean, like, you have your naysayers and saying stuff like, oh, well, magic and mind is just so common now. And, well, it's the same damn buff, so whatever. It's not going to overwrite anything. This is a 30% magic and mind.
Right, the only, I mean, this I guess yeah, I guess it conflicts with Edward from earlier.
Not really.
Well, no, I mean, like, it's the same buff, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But
I mean, the only thing that I have a problem with is just Command 1, and that's it. Because, like, that's my stance on Raise. Raise is just kind of worthless because this game is so reliant on buffs. You're just going to get slammed back down in the dirt immediately.
Sure, to me, that's more of a, like, I like Raises more than you because I see them, if they're free on an ability, like, sweet, which this basically is. It's your rider on it that is a lot more useful in multiplayer than anywhere else.
Yes, absolutely. Because in, like, other cases, in events and other stuff, you probably just never want to get any of your dudes killed in the first place. But in multiplayer where, like, somehow you went through all of your guts and shit, then this is a tiny little pick-me-up to make sure that you're not just, like, immediately done.
Yeah. I'm aware that there are better abilities. Oh my god. But, like, for one, like, oh god, I'm not even gonna go on this. I'm moving along.
Like, it's fine. You know, whatever. Alright.
So, next up, we have a recurrence of,
Tsunokami.
yeah, Edge's BSB, which is water. A water, physical water, non-elemental attacks to one target infused with, in water, haste, burst mode. And then we have, 4 single, 2 all, reduced delay on both.
I like this one a lot, just because water is a very rare occurrence outside of Final Fantasy X, and also these things work on ninja speed. They also benefit from, since they are ninja typing, because here's the thing. Edge is secretly the best ninja in the game, not because of a magic stat or anything like that, but he gets the most bonuses to ninja damage in his sphere grid out of, like, anyone else. And so he will benefit heavily from these things just, like, getting bonused up to hell and back in terms of damage.
Right. Like, this is quite strong. This does not have plus water on it. It is just a... God, if this had plus water on it, it would matter a lot more. It has a pretty hefty magic stat, though.
I mean, it is a water BSB, and that's something that you kind of like to have outside of Final Fantasy X. Let's be honest.
Yep. All right. So yeah, let's move along. Next up, we've got, oh boy,
oh yeah.
Edge's Red Jacket, which is a really good piece of armor. Fire damage on it instantly. Blur image all allies, giving you a physical blink, last stand, and haste.
Okay, here's what you do if you get this with Edge. You just sit him in the back, jack up his magic stat, and then have him fling spells at the enemy's weaknesses all day to fuel the preposterous hell engine that is this SSB. It is a gigantic middle finger to a lot of the content we've been seeing where people just dispel all the time.
Yeah. Reapply haste to overwrite losing haste from dispel or getting slowed. Last stand, meaning you're standing up and sticking around. And the physical blink, meaning that it's going to take you 2 hits to knock somebody out anyway if somebody's like on their last legs. It instant.
Also,
cast as
instant
well.
meaning it is a panic button. It is an immediate response to getting owned.
Yeah. So this is super powerful. The combination of having Edge's BSB and SSB gives Edge a ton of utility and damage, meaning that Edge can just do whatever Edge needs in a fight. It's quite good.
Here's the thing. Not a lot of people even think about this, but Edge is one of the few physical characters in the game that has no meter building. He doesn't have Life Siphon. He doesn't have Wrath. He relies mainly on ninja magic to proc weakness, which you can easily build him magically for this.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, also fire boost armor. So, nice stuff. Alright, Here we have Pelham's SSB. Small boost to Holy on a rod, so that's nice.
Yep, Holy Rod.
So, 8 magic Holy Fire and Lightning attacks to all targets lower their magic and resistance a large amount.
Yo, this is a great workhorse.
I love...
Not just because of the spread, but also the debuffs.
I love that debuff. I love unique debuffs. Also, this is a hefty debuff, being a 50%. It's generally going to either hit weakness or avoid having... it'll avoid immunities because it hits on 3 different things, So, like, again, in the upcoming 220, like, if you brought this all around, or you would hit weakness on one of the enemies, and you'd be able to dodge the immunities of the other because of the Holy Rider on this, so.
Yep.
So, yeah, strong magic resistance. I love unique debuffs, so.
Yeah, this is very good.
Alright, we have a hat. The Vprisoner.
Got a feather in her cap.
Alright, Twin Star. Temporarily raise the attack of all allies a moderate amount, mind a small amount, and crit chance a large amount. Oh boy.
Yeah, this one's real good.
So, the moderate attack is 30%. With the mind on here, though, all of a
Attack,
sudden...
mind, and crit, though, it's a triple buff.
Yeah, all of a sudden you have, like, the most unique buff you could possibly have. It's crit 50. Rather than crit 25 is said by a large amount. This is just like a super unique buff. Is its biggest thing to me. So, like
its only thing is like it's on Porum, who is probably going to be spec more for healing than anything else. Like, I'm sorry. Like, this is a very, very, very strong soul break. It's just like
right.
I would have expected on a different person.
Right. Also, I think Porum has what? Just white
5. Yep.
Great.
Final Fantasy IV has problems with like being early adapters.
Yeah. Alright, this is a return of Cid's gloves, which is Cid's Gunbreak. 6 range, physical attacks all targets, lower their attack, magic, defense, resistance, and mind. So
yep, it's a hyper break.
We've got it. 30%, and it works. It does its thing.
Yep, sure is a hyper break.
So, all right, and last up, last gas, the bomb core. This one's a silly one for Tella. Raise the attack and magic of all allies moderate amount, remove delay from their actions for 1 turn, and doom the user.
Doom is fake. This is a good enabler.
Yes. Party-wide, non-charge on anything. Like, it's not magic abilities, it's not attacking. No, it's use whatever, and it's non-charge.
Yeah, just have Tella use this and then fire off all your guns.
Yeah, I've seen this as a a roaming warrior sort of thing. Pull it onto a party. Use it on the character who's going to be using any of the Darkness 5 abilities that care about being doomed, and just go to town.
Yeah. Huh. Also, I feel like this functions a lot better as a roaming warrior because then you don't have to use Tella.
Yeah. Again, FF4 early adapters, you've got
right.
characters that have a skill set or two. All right. So let's go ahead.
Yeah, I should probably turn this on. Also, you turn the eyes off.
Yeah, have Rain's roaming warrior it. Yeah, that is a strong way to do it.
Absolutely.
Oh, so there's a couple multiplayer fights that returned because they brought back some certain campaigns. You can see if I go to the multiplayer as normal here, the FF11 event is just hanging out. It's not.
Yeah, because that was one of the ones that were having problems.
Yeah, it's not uncleared. Like, if you've done it, you've done it. It's not like you have another 10 free mithril. But if you missed it and you want to take on the freaking Shadow Lord again, go for it.
Oh, you probably turn the eyes off.
That's fine. It'll be fine.
Okay.
Anyway, multiplayer fight. Cognazo. So, Cognazo is a kind of well-known jerk who's appeared in fights.
Him and Rubicante, but Cognazo is probably the nastiest of them, just because he has a ton of extremely stupid legacy gimmicks that were from back when Final Fantasy Record Keeper didn't know what the hell it was doing with bosses.
So, the big thing with Cognazo is Cognazo will have the tsunami building up around him, and you have to hit him with lightning an amount of times to break it down. But what happens here is he can change into that form at any time as an instant action after any attack, and all of a sudden his weaknesses just flip. Meaning, like, if you were, like, charging an OSB, and all of a sudden that happens, oh, whoops, your OSB now, like, does nothing. The same thing happens with Conte.
Fortunately, we do have ways of getting around that now, especially since Shantotto and Palom are on the case.
Yeah. So I'm just going into here quick to set up my party. So, anyway, Cognazo has, we have to hit 7 times in the time. And multi-hit attacks only count as 1, so you can't just bring that one witch skill that hits 6 times and call it good.
Yeah, even soul breaks are subject to that.
Cognazo has haste. You don't want to let Cognazo keep haste, because in multiplayer, with how fast the fights go and how the bosses are set up, they basically have instant cast. So an enemy boss with haste and instant cast is effectively just going to be casting like Moat Ifrit on your ass. Like it's not great. A lot of status effects here. Yeah. Slow, poison, sleep. And you want to break down. So, but yeah, the way it works is in normal, normally Cognazo is weak to ice, resists lightning, while Gathering Water is weak to lightning, resists ice. So that's the swap that I'm talking about that can just get you if you're not set up correctly.
It's one thing where I guess this hurts soul breaks more than it does just regular ass attacks, because if you whiff a thundering twin strike or what have you, then it's fine. If you whiff your soul break, that could be a problem.
Right. If you're like, here's Squall OSB, and then
here's Squall OSB, here's my tsunami, eat shit.
All right. Anyway, I'm bringing Shantotto to the fight.
Right.
I'm
as always.
Quick setting up the party. Yep.
Okay, so 4666 for any folks who want to join.
Yep. I am specifically...
That's usually our good friends Zilligut and Father Wolf.
Yeah. I'm specifically bringing Fran and Shantotto to this fight. Fran is half of a setup that me and Vpriz have. To just throw any boss into the dumpster.
Because we don't care.
Yep. We like throwing these bosses just directly into the trash. And, oh wow, both of my pieces of equipment that I have actually work out here, because I have a lance and a caster piece of equipment. That's it. That's my entire synergy for 4.
For the record, folks, we're going to need to have one slot open just for Slyo, so that we can put this enemy in the toilet.
Right. Well, also, I mean, you can run it without me, but then it's not on the stream, so, like...
Yeah, that's kind of it.
Alright.
Mini Lots Shantotto BSB is fantastic, and not just because it's a fantastic workhorse, but also because Shantotto is tailor-made to ramp and quick cast forever. It's great.
Oh my god, are we gonna have the... Well, let's stop being Minnesotans here and somebody get in the party. Like... Ooh, I like the setup. Is that Kane? That's gotta be Kane.
Yeah, that's Holy Dragoon Kane.
I would say that's gotta be Kane. Like, nobody else uses Lightning Dive.
So, I should probably mention that Final Fantasy After Years kind of retread some stuff.
Oh, like, in the game or the event?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
In other news, this looks pretty good, although I should probably, if this is going to be the case, maybe I should just swap out for Tyro.
Father Wolf, yeah, that'd probably be better. We have enough offense here that, like, having your Stola would probably be stronger. I respect the heck out of having Rafa with both, Burst and Super.
Yeah, absolutely. It's just like...
That's hilariously good.
We have so many cackling hell witches on our team that, you know...
Oh, what the hell just happened? Oh, crap. Alright, one sec. I was... Ah, okay, I got to show off a little bug there. Neat. I was looking at, abilities of a player who is no longer in the party, so it just booted me from the party. It actually closed my game, totally, so... Right,
understood.
Back in the saddle.
Yep. Like, we have plenty of offense already, so Father Wolf, if you like a wall, any sort of healing would be good.
Yeah, I mean, as we saw last time, like, we'll be able to put the damage output of this enemy in the damn toilet, so...
I mean, his damage output will be next to nothing, but it's still higher than nothing.
Right.
For Cognazzo, you usually want to bring slow resist if you can, because he does have a stop counter, but it is very infrequent from what I've seen. He loves throwing around AoE slows much more often.
Nope, we got Masters on here.
Yep.
Alright. Oh my god, we're literally having this happen right here.
It's just 5 people, and yet this is happening. So, Master Zah, you commit to that Agrius with Fire Strike, or am I just looking at a bad thing because menus are fake in this mode?
I'm guessing that Agrius is going to be using burst commands most of the fight.
Okay.
Because I see like a burst, so...
Yeah, I was just asking because of the Firaga Strike. That is one of the constants with Cognazzo, is that he does not respect fire at all.
Yeah, I was gonna say is half damage from it, yeah. So, yeah, literally any other strike will work there. But alright, we see... Yeesh, we see... Alright, I'm gonna put myself on ready. And we will call it good.
Yep, Father Wolf's got a good thing going. Okay. He switched to, Master Zah switched to Kane instead of OK.
Look.
That'll do nicely.
It doesn't update, Master Zah, don't worry about it. It literally just never updates. This is how multiplayer works.
Yeah, but don't worry. Like, you telling us is better than the menu telling us.
Like, it specifically, in multiplayer, these updates, like... I don't know, flip a coin, and then, like, as the coin is flying in through the air, like, shoot it with a gun.
It's weird, like, even now, multiplayer still has these weird, dumb menu glitches. I guess it's low priority because they're trying to make sure that at least the actual thing works as it should.
Alright.
And hell, I'll take that.
But yeah, whenever you're ready, Masters on.
For Cognazo specifically, spreading out the lightning hits is a good idea. So we're very good for this one. So I'm kind of glad that Celeste has been getting more and more time.
Wait, you see Kane? Wow.
Yeah, Father Wolf sees Kane because he joined after Mastazah.
There we go.
Okay. Whew. I believe Rafa does have non-elemental chasers on there.
Yeah.
Yeah, because her thing is non-elemental lightning, whereas Marak is darkness lightning. Here comes this fat boy. So as you can see, you probably want that dispelled basically immediately.
Oh, and we don't have a haste in the party. Oh boy.
We have haste in the form of our BSBs.
Right, we can BSB out of them, but I went for an affliction break to try to head that off. Oh well.
Yeah, that's our Cognazo. He's rude as heck.
No! Cut that out!
Now, Father Wolf, you're going to want to heal. Wake him up. Yeah, mostly Mega Flare is still the best name in the friggin' game. Ah, oh, damn it.
Ah.
Shantoto's Command 2 is also perfect for this one because it's going to hit all of his possible weaknesses.
Wow, that when it's a lightning week, oh boy, that's so much better.
Yeah, Shantoto just gets to flip the kill switch.
Hey, I'm awake. Now I just have to wait 6 years to use my PSV.
Now, bear in mind, he will cast haste on himself while this is going on, too.
Oh god. Fran, just
loves you, baby.
Let me have a Fran turn.
Oh, good. We put him in this phase. He's a little bit less aggressive here. Gives us time to get back in the action.
Yeah. Sadly, the timing on this means that that's not hitting on weakness, but the non-elemental chaser means it's not hitting for nothing.
The buff is real.
Oh my god, did you put... Okay, finally I will gaze of the void.
Whatever that did.
God, this is like with the affliction break too. Ooh, right, the healing, nice.
There we go. Those are the numbers that I like to see.
Uh-oh.
Masked, you get to heal. Or sleepy friends.
Just taking the nap. Oh, that second one's much stronger than the first. 88 damage, huh? 88.
Yeah, those are some damn numbers.
I can't wake up. I can't wake up myself because I'm in burst command mode.
Wake me up inside.
Oh my god, alright, you're almost at quad 9s.
Yeah, I have Rafa to thank for that one.
Alright, I think you got this on your next command.
Oh, right, Rafa also has an off heal on her.
Oh no!
One. Oh, damn!
Kane whiffed on it! Oh no, Kane! Kane failed it, oh no! Ding ding. Oh!
Damn it.
I think this kills anyway? No. Ugh. There we go.
Yo, I got this. I got this. No one can step.
Kane's taking a nap with everybody else. I like Shantoto's nap pose. She looks like she's shrugging.
Shantoto's nap pose is basically like... Apparently that's a thing that she does in FF11 when it's just basically like the oh shit you've done fucked up now pose.
Alright, well, we made it.
Whew. That was a treat.
Alright, let's move along into the event proper.
Yeah.
Wisdom motes, nice.
Your one-stop shop for wisdom motes.
Alright. Mom bomb. Alright. Last of the Red Wings.
Now we've got ourselves an event.
Yep. As you mentioned, a lot of these are very... Some of these are just FF4 things that happen. I don't know if like the things that happen in these are like after years or not, you know.
Right.
Anyway, this is fight against Ahriman and Bahamut, so like moon stuff. Ahriman has haste, can doom, also confuse and berserk. Oh boy. Is basically just hitting, let me pull up my notes here. Yeah, is only hitting physical though. Has no magical attacks. So like just has physical and a bunch of like, you know, status effects. Bahamut, reduce damage from all elements except for poison. Will reflect if you go for magic. And only has one attack, and it's Mega Flare. We're not going to be seeing that. So I need to bring breakdowns.
Yeah, like the big problem with Final Fantasy IV The After Years is that it reuses a lot of content. So a lot of these fights are basically things that you have seen in Final Fantasy IV, just with different window dressing.
Use the party I want to use for this one.
But it also shares a similar rule with Final Fantasy IV that Final Fantasy Record Keeper likes to do, and that is the poison is treated as a non-element because that's how it was in that game. As such, when you see enemies or bosses that resist all elements, poison is always the exception.
Yep. Alright. Need to quick change the abilities that Minfilia has here because they were not correct. We want full break and affliction break. And then from there, we'll just go ahead and remove all. Okay. So yeah, we're only going to need physical mitigation for this fight, and I need to bring a full break in order to not get to get metal conditions. Yeah, menus.
Yeah, just slam a full break on there and call it a day.
Yeah, menus are not great. Like multiplayer menus have some problems. All right.
Multiplayer menus are again the major Achilles heel of multiplayer. The actual multiplayer works just fine. It works like as well as can be expected, but also the menus are just like a gigantic mess. They are constantly failing to update when you do stuff, and you basically have no idea if your changes took effect or not unless you are actually going out of the party menu and rejiggering your dudes.
Yeah. Oh god, this is gonna be on... Okay, it's on speed 1. I was like, is this on speed 5? Oh shit. So...
Oh my god, this is on speed 5. Oh, I'm fighting a 90.
I've been hearing there's a lot of FF14 stuff going on today. I'm not a FF14 player, but that's cool to hear that there's like fun and interesting stuff going on with it.
Yeah, I'm basically digging all of Final Fantasy XIV stuff, whatever happens.
Alright.
Mind me, I'm just the asshole who's stuck on a laptop that can barely run Windows, let alone that.
Yes, I do say that 60% of this party is FF14 characters. Why do you ask? I really like the FF14 cast. They're powerful.
They get access to all the best toys. Oh man, speaking of ninjas, if you get any of Edge's stuff on Banner 2, then you're gonna have a pretty major crash course in understanding just how ninja magic works.
Yep.
So as I've said before, Edge is the best ninja just because he has access to more bonuses to ninja damage than anyone else in the game.
Ooh, Dawn's got like different music going here.
Yeah, it's that, like... Alright, so, Final Fantasy After Years is basically, like, everyone gets their own, everything's split up. Every character gets their own little arc that is, isolated from everyone else, and then you just sort of, like, do all of them, and you do Sonic Story, Shadow Story, Silver Story, and then you get the final story.
Okay.
That sort of thing. And the link that ties these all together is that every single one of these characters that you know and love do their arc and then immediately get owned by a mysterious woman who's definitely not Rydia.
Okay.
Like this darling little Mary Sue just comes in with this stupid, creepy ass music, and she's like, "Oh, I stole all the Eidolons. Also, I'm super powerful. Hit you for quad 9s. Fuck off."
I have no idea what happens in the game, so it's all interesting to me.
Yeah. One of the nicer things is that you get to see Golbez without his armor on. He is he is quite a hunk. Like this gigantic, gorgeous slab of man beef in a cloak.
Yep, that's Kane's Dissidia EX burst.
And as I said that, oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say that they use Dissidia as a source for a lot of material in this game. So
yeah. But anyway, as I said, Final Fantasy IV After Years retreads a lot of stuff. So even though you get some new content, like new directions for a couple of the returning characters, and then you get some new ones and stuff, it's also like, let's do this thing from Final Fantasy IV because Japanese fans remember that one. And like one of the biggest reasons why people are not too kind to Final Fantasy The After Years is because not only is it resting on its laurels too much, it expects itself to be like the god king of all Final Fantasy forever just because its daddy was the most loved.
Gotcha.
It's very much a case of, I'm shit because my dad owns the dealership.
Don't mind me, I'm just doing some,
Don't mind me, my dad owns a dealership.
Where you at?
Shit, what else was I gonna say? Ninjas. Yeah, Edge is gonna teach you a lot about how ninja stats work. Primarily the fact that ninja magic has a very low soft cap. What that means is there's only a certain amount of magic that will actually benefit ninja damage, and it's kind of low. Just because like all ninja magic innately ignores resistance, and as such, you gotta rein it in somehow. But at the same time, you got a lot of bonuses to ninja abilities and bonuses to element abilities, and you basically get your ninja magic up by doing those sorts of things. So in this case, you just like have Edge go through his entire sphere grid, get like as many plus bonuses to ninja damage as he can, and equip him with gear that boosts elements for whatever weakness you are hitting that day.
Yeah, because ninja magic, the boosts, ninja magic doesn't get boosts from like magic as a stat for very long. Like it caps very lowly. So those boosts that Edge gets,
something like 390 or something.
Yeah, the boosts that Edge gets are very important.
Yes.
Don't mind me, I'm just setting up a dumb team for this.
What's especially important is that the ninja boosts affect all ninja abilities, not just ninja magic and not just ninja magic, but like also physical ninja skills. So ninjas have that degree of versatility in that you can just sort of build them however you like, physical or magical, and really the ninja bonuses to damage will sort of take care of the rest. So that's why, despite being a very magic-heavy class, Edge is allowed to have a burst soul break that is primarily physical.
Hold on, is Laguna's gun in storage? It wouldn't surprise me if I left Laguna's gun in storage.
Yeah, you left it in the freezer.
Where you at? Yep. Alright, Laguna's gun was in storage.
Yeah, he needs Laguna's gun for a specific reason.
Because I want to use Laguna?
Well, we both know that's not the reason. That will never be the reason. But it's a good reason.
It's basically the reason. Alright, so... We want you on dancing duty. So... I mean, I'm using characters that I very rarely use, if ever. So,
Putting a little spice in your life.
I do not have a Dia's Burst. I have 2 supers for a Dia, but not a Dia's Burst.
Like, you have her Dark Imperil, right?
Yeah, it's like her Dark Imperil and yeah.
Time Crush. It's such a good name.
I know. You're on summon duty, so that means you get... You should probably be on healing, too. I don't know. Who's on healing in this party? Nobody? That's probably fine.
Yeah, Time Crush with a K, that would have been pro.
Yeah, Time Crush with a K would have been stronger. Yeah, absolutely. Alright, Ophelia's on healing duty. I brought her for that specific reason.
The wall they might hit is that Time Crush is a thing that actually does something and has a definition and can be understood and comprehended in real life, whereas Time Compression cannot. It has no definition, it has no explanation, and that's how it's supposed to be.
Alright.
The Sorceress is going to do Time Compression. What's Time Compression? Fuck off is what.
Stop asking questions. Alright, Laguna. This is your chance to shine, Laguna.
This is your ace in the hole, Laguna. Don't drop that rock.
Alright. So, this boss is... Second form is weak to fire... is a Firehound, so is weak to ice. Which is why I'm assembling this squad of characters I never use that have ice power, so... And Renoa. Sorry. It's 3 characters I never use, and then some characters I use, so... Alright, jumping on in.
I mean, I can make a strong case for Kate Sith. He's a really good dancer.
I could up until I got Fran Burst. And then
That's very true.
Like, literally, until I got Fran Burst, I was like, oh, this seems like... Kate Sith has some strong stuff. Like, I should be just fine using them.
Time Compression is the weird process by which Laguna gets a BSB that can put out really high DPS and is still bad.
Ouch! Savage. How is Renoa? Renoa's Burst is old, but Renoa's Burst is powerful.
Yeah, it's very solid, and it's got good typing. Earth and Ice.
Yeah.
Gets you good coverage.
Yeah.
You have her Earth boost, which means that you are going to get much more out of her old BSB than anyone usually will.
It is indeed a mobile game. I'm holding over the Record Keeper streams for a little while, so... Also,
yeah, I usually run the show here, but since my computer died and I'm like in the process of replacing it, Slyo has helpfully taken up the reins.
Alright. So, let's go ahead and use Toy Soldier here. Laguna build up meter, and we want to... I have 4 Soul Breaks for Ophelia, so that'll be fun.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's a Final Fantasy mobile game where you get to play through like different events in Final Fantasy games with characters from all of the Final Fantasy games. So you can see here, I'm doing an FF4 event with... Oh man, I'd not seen this. with Kate Sith, Adia, Laguna, Ophelia, and Renoa. So like a pile of FF8 characters and like, you know, fighting through FF4 events. And an FF Tactics character as well.
Yeah, one of the most fun aspects of this game is basically how well it treats its source material, and like It has a very fun and engaging combat system for a phone game.
Yep. FF8 too, obviously.
Same as the reason it's since Sid Reigns was the person who mattered. Wow.
Oh, it's true.
Not holding back. No holds
true.
barred.
It's true. I thought there's no way he has to matter. Like, if he's like the most powerful mage in the damn game, in the phone game, he's got to be a powerful mage. No. Alright. So, we're fighting this little hedgehog and this tiny goblin with a knife, and when we beat both of them, a dog is going to appear. That's the fight.
The fact that Sid Reigns got literally every single attack that he has from that one scene will never stop being funny to me.
I love it. He has Monk 3 because he can punch the shit out of you in the air. Alright. Here we go. The only time I'm ever using Laguna's break is against this dog. So let's see how good it is. I use Renoa a lot, actually, so it's not uncommon for me. Here we go.
I will say that Laguna's got a good niche for himself, just because he is the only character in the game at this point that has an ice imperil.
Yep.
He has Monk 3 because he caught Lightning Sword. That is a samurai move, Father Wolf. See me after class.
So that's Laguna firing a rocket. Dog is talking about sad ice. Yep. That is exactly what's happening here. So the move that I used from Laguna that fired a bunch of rockets makes things weak to ice, but this enemy is already weak to ice, so the sad face means that it has no effect. And the big ice...
The sad face means that it has gone as far as it can. Ordinarily, these effects would stack, and you would see numbers on top of them.
This one we're specifically just beating with a silly squad because I wanted to use Laguna and Nadia for this specific fight. We're going to be using a much more realistic, a much more, like, high-power squad for the ultimate fights. But I really wanted to give Adia and Laguna a chance to use their breaks. That was the entire point for this one. We will be seeing some OSB usage. Actually, will we? I'm trying to think if we will on the 220, but it depends on what my party is set up for that. So
possibly.
And that was that was Adia's super. All right, Renoa should finish this off with a giant meteor. Well, not a meteor. That's like the whole. I don't think that's a meteor. I think that's like the silly thing that they went into and the sorceress was sealed in or whatever.
Oh, Lunatic Pandora? That thing's green, though.
Oh,
this is just, ice.
Maybe it is just a big ice meteor. Lunatic Pandora's... Yeah, you're right. Lunatic Pandora's the wrong color.
I love how much they phoned it in FF8. Because it was very much, supposed to be a love story, and then all of this, otherworldly shit just kind of got winged.
Alright. Anyway, the next...
Monsters come from the moon? You didn't know that? Well, fuck.
Look, that's just common knowledge, right? And it's like, no. I didn't know that at all. How did you know that?
Wait, why are we going into space? Why do you keep talking like we're going into space?
Wait, we can go
into space? Okay, I guess
we're
going into space now.
Alright, so, let me quick back up to read the little blurb about Tunneler here. Tunneler here. Undergrounder. Yeah, Undergrounder is Earthquake. That's it.
Okay, I mean...
I'm entertained by all these words the game is throwing at you. without me having any context for any of them. Let me try to break things down as we get into a fight here. A lot of the times we're going to be talking about soul breaks. These are you can replace that in your mind with the word limit break. You build a bar and then use a special move. Even less nuanced than Titan. What do I want to bring for this fight? I don't want Wizard Jail.
And for the ultimate plus, you must fight a rock.
A rock. Because, like, it doesn't really matter who I bring for this one. This one doesn't have weaknesses. It just has it can be slowed and can be poisoned. Let's,
Also, Nalathani, feel free to ask us any questions. I mean, I also love just basically, like, saying a bunch of fucking words about this game and having people just get delightfully confused about it.
All right, I'm gonna
questions.
I'm gonna bring the main squad that I generally use. This is my like A squad. We have Orlando from Tactics. We got Gilgamesh and Bartz, our buddies from 5. Ishtola from 14 is the white mage that keeps us standing, and Minfilia from 14 is the one who sets up the breaks and gives us more support as it is. So, go ahead and be doing that, and I want to bring a Vessel of Fate for haste on the party. Actually, might be using the same team on Kane. That'll be fine. Yeah, we'll probably use the same team on Kane.
Supposedly, the Square Enix director said that FF6, 8, and 9 remakes are high possibilities after the 7th remake. You know, massive grain of salt stuff, but that is that's heartwarming to say the least. I do love me some FF9.
So, summoning the Onion here is going to haste our party and give them an attack and magic boost. The magic boost won't matter. It's just the attack boost we're after. The haste we're after, though, is the real thing. Life Siphon builds up your special bar much quicker than any other move other than Wrath. But this one does damage while doing it.
In the absence of life siphoning, hitting an enemy's weakness also produces a large amount of meter.
There's an ATB turn wait and a charge wait time on moves, yes. It's
the charge time definitely factors into a lot of stuff. You see, like, significantly lower charge times for other moves, and they will specifically tell you if something has a reduced time.
So, like, this extra slice ability here gives your next move no charge time.
Yeah, Minfilia is really great in Record Keeper just because, well, Omnicrom can probably say it too, but, like, they kind of had to just make up her skill set on the fly because she doesn't actually fight in Final Fantasy XIV.
So yeah, so that extra slice had no charge time because the first one gave the next move no charge time.
Yes, do. Proccing weakness from any source will build meter.
Yes. Alright. There's the Earthquake. Okay, that's with Shell Up and Stone Skin. That's nothing. I think Orlando... Trying to think if I want to have Orlando do the finishing blow or if I want to have my buddy Gilgamesh try. Let's have Gilgamesh. Alright, Orlando, and then also Gilgamesh.
Right, because Orlando will take much longer to get hit out.
Yeah. Okay, so using the limit break bars that we've built up and all this glowing and whatever going on here. I love this. This is... Gilgamesh summons the squad.
Friendship! Zam!
Bam! Crushing! She's got the echo, but, okay. She's Princess Peach. Oh. She's incredibly powerful in
this game.
In this game, she has a huge skill set.
Basically, she has she can carry white magic for you. She has lots of abilities that can debuff enemies. She has night abilities that draw aggro, and really can build her around both of her soul breaks, either her burst or her support one, because like her support one boosts everyone's attack by 50% and gives them guts.
Okay. She's the Sid Reigns of 14 in Record Keeper. Gotcha.
Oh man.
Damn.
I just can't deal with all these hot takes tonight.
Oh man, okay. Original Sin, because we're fighting Kane. Do you get it?
You have to twist my arm.
Alright, so Kane. This is a Dissidia fight without holy or without a dark weakness? What the hell?
Yeah, they kind of learned their lesson after Sid Reigns fucking crushed everyone.
Okay, Sid Reigns killed everybody, and now we have to... Okay, so... Yeah. Kane only uses physical attacks, so we only have to worry about physical defenses here. I can take off the Shelga on my party and only worry about physical defenses. Has ranged effects because Dragoon, so jump and Sky Grinder. We gotta bring slow as well, so... And we'll get an edge earring for this.
All in all, a pretty tame one.
Okay, so we can take off... I'm actually going to switch a couple abilities here. So Protecta we want on, but I actually want... Instead of that, I'm going to bring... Because we can... Minfilia can kind of switch around to whatever we need. Minfilia is going to bring Power Breakdown. This full charge is...
Yeah, it ain't even Kane, it's Adam, but, you know, whatever.
Right. I know, right? Right? There's so many things with that. Also, it's Kane with
Why don't you just name the title Murder Rock and get it over with?
Alright, so, we're gonna bring Tempo Flurry, as, Tempo Flurry does have a chance to slow. Papalimo and Kryl are the extent of... I love that Kryl. It's the same Kryl. It's the different Kryl, but it's also the same Kryl. But it's a different Kryl.
Looks different, but it's in fact the same.
But it's the same Kryl. Okay, other thing we're going to be switching. St. Cross is going to be switching over to Gaia's Cross. Gaia's Cross has a taunt ability on it. It raises your defense a large amount, and then all attacks are targeted at the user. So Gilgamesh is going to be taking the hits for us. We also need to swap this Shelga into a Protectka, as we wanted to. I'm also going to...
uses are times usable per battle, sorry.
Yeah, uses are times usable per battle. And then on our buddy here... Actually, hold on. I'm going to give... change things up. I think Temple Flurry is going to go here instead. On Bart.
Oh, and just so you know, Nalathne, ability uses, when you increase them, do not increase the potency or efficiency of the skills, just the amount of times you can use them.
Yep. So, like, if I upgrade full charge, it says rank 2 of 5. If I upgrade it, it won't go up in damage, it'll just go up to 6 uses. So.
Yep.
This is something that FF14 does a bunch. This isn't the character from the game their name is, but oh, they're so wacky, they behave in the same way and have the same relationship to the ability. Wow, so clever. I tried to get the same emphasis that you had there, logical, if that...
I know you did.
If that fits.
I believe in you.
Okay, so this is going to be our setup then. We're also going to try to find an onion to bring with. I'll have to do a little bit of onion hunting if I don't find an onion quickly.
Onion happens a lot.
I like onion. Oh, there's an onion, but it's the wrong onion. Oh, no. Hey, there's an onion.
Well, a lot of people like onion because it is the quintessential backbone of any party, really.
Yep. All right, so the way this fight is going to go, once we have the setup, is hopefully... Yeah, you're still an onion, Masasa, but I used your onion in the Champion Plus, and you can only use one, a friend once a day for their... They can only summon their roaming warrior once. All right. All right, Kane. Let's give you the onion usage. I want to start using Tempo Flurry as fast as possible. Get it? Because I want to apply...
Girl.
The slow on Tempo Flurry is only like a 30% chance, so I need to use it a lot to you know...
It also doesn't help that there are like a billion auras on the screen around at all times, so it's kind of hard to tell if slow is procced.
Right. Slow is this circle going out. Ah, dang. Okay. Well, that's fine. Taking that hit's okay, because Gilgamesh is going to be the one taking all the hits in the future. Yeah, like,
well, not hits. Jumps, it kind of ignore that.
Right. But like those early hits.
Yes.
Alright. We'll just keep Tempo Flurrying. So Stone Skin doubles your defense and resistance on top of Shell and Protect. So, alright, let me see if we got it. Nope. That's fine, I'm just going to be using Tempo Flurry until it happens, so... So that lowers all stats, other than mine.
You also notice that other ability that Bartz has, Dismissal.
There we go.
It has a, it's basically a ranged attack that has a small chance of interrupting the target's actions, which just means their ATB goes back down to 0.
Yep. Okay, so the slow is this circle going out, so Kane is now slowed.
Alright, conditions complete. Beat his ass.
Come on, yeah! I even got the dismissal trigger.
Hey, how about that?
Alright, we'll use Gilgamesh Morphin Time this time around. God, Kane's just in the freaking hole right now. Alright, so here comes Gilgamesh's move. I'm gonna let Gilgamesh's move go before I hit this Thunder God, because I currently have a extra slice ready. Anyway.
Gotcha.
The crushing! And we
The meta be damned. Use Gilgamesh forever. I love that man. I love that big man with his with his arm full of weapons.
There's also, oh yeah, that's true. There's one exception to your statement. Gilgamesh is literally Gilgamesh. There's only one Gilgamesh in Final Fantasy for some reason.
Yeah, he just sort of zips around all the time.
Anyway, the things to take away from that fight are, again, the physical mitigation. Obviously, like, me just ending the fight with the power of that OSB. Like, sure, whatever. But, like, physical mitigation, the slow matters a lot. And also being able to just tank the hits is useful with Guy. I love Gaia Cross. It's very powerful. Alright. The next fight we're going to be using a mage squad for.
Also, I wanted to point something really nice about Edge's earring out. It has moderate slow resist.
That's actually pretty good. Ooh, oh no, I'm thinking about the mage squad, but is that actually going to be very good against evil influence? Against the because reflect. Ugh. Mage squad might not actually be good here.
Yeah, he kind of wants Banishing Strike a bit more, which means maybe Golbez should come in, show you what's what. He's a mage. He's on the mage squad.
True. Yeah, okay. So if I bring Golbez in, and that'll be fine. Okay. Anyway, a lot of words here. Main things we care about, we need to bring Banishing Strike to get rid of Reflect and Haste. Is a pretty hefty, like, both magic and physical user with the arms. The arm casts Silence, and this arm casts Blind, which...
It's basically... Baigen does not like hyper teams, so you want to go either all physical or all magical, just so you only have one of those nasty things to deal with.
Yeah. Golbez's After Years outfit.
After Years outfit. Oh my god, give me the Swolbez, Dana. My body is ready.
No, you know what? I think I'm going to just stick with this, but change it up. It seems fine. Okay, so we'll put on Snow Smell Strike instead of just Tempo Flurry. Tempo Flurry is still going to be useful because this enemy is still has a weakness to... Everything here can be slowed.
Yeah, I keep forgetting whether or not if an enemy has haste, then proc chance just suddenly goes out the window and you can just cancel it.
Alright, we're going to bring a Banishing Strike. So, the reason I'm going physical rather than my mage team is that, so, this boss casts Silence Ga and Blind Ga, which, you know, are hefty things that disrupt a mage team and a physical team, except that Blind Ga doesn't actually disrupt me.
Because Life Siphon never misses.
Right, Life Siphon here, which is the way we build our gauge, can't miss, and also Soul Breaks can't miss, so we're probably just going to ignore Blind a lot of the time. What I will do is I'm going to you're going to go back to having the other half of the Protect set up.
No, for Q. It's like all the equipment is made out of the same stuff that Iron Man's armor was.
Ha. Alright, I don't want to resist slow.
Like when he gets struck by lightning, it just increases his power efficiency by 400%.
We don't resist lightning. And then also, let's go ahead and give... You take that.
God, Abel's Lance, I am so jealous of you.
Take that, and...
No, I have no real reason to, just because, like, I have Freya's BSB, and she's sort of the same way, except with wind.
Yeah. This actually should be fine. How about... just quick adjusting equipment on here before we go in. Yeah, you've got the better rod. Oh, that's why it didn't auto on. Okay. And Laguna's got my better hat. Okay. That should be fine. So yeah, again, we're going to be going for slow. This is basically here for the metal condition. We need to hit ice weakness, so Snow Spell Strike is going to be doing that. Otherwise, we're going to be basically doing non-elemental damage. Other thing in this fight. This fight has, like, multiple things to hit in this. There's going to be, like, the left arm, right arm, and then Baigen. If you kill Baigen... When you kill Baigen, the arms explode and do quad 9s. Just flat.
So don't do that.
So, we're going to be doing that. Because the arms also revive after you beat both. So, you know, don't, one of the things here is that there isn't a metal condition for, like, don't get knocked out.
And if you only lose 2 characters, then that is only 1 metal lost from allies KO'd.
Yep. Alright, so...
Father Wolf's got my number. I am determined to make Freya a great character by hook or crook. It's true.
Yeah, you are.
Because here's the thing. Freya does not have Life Siphon, however, she does have Wrath. This used to be a problem back when Ramza was just yelling everybody's asses off. But now that we have Onion Knight's buff, which is attack and magic, that's not a problem anymore, and Freya can wrath up just like everybody else.
Come on, where are you at?
Also, she does have a support. Like, the entry to her burst lowers attack and defense by a large amount. And other than that, her burst behaves more or less the same way as Kane's. She has a remove delay thing, an ether charge thing, and you are meant to use the wind equivalent of lightning dive, which is sky high. Long story short, Freya is great.
Okay, so I went Vessel of Fate on Bart's rather than on Orlandu this time around because I wanted Orlandu to be able to start dispelling.
Yeah, dispelling or life siphoning when he gets the chance.
Yep.
Once the blind guy goes off, then Orlandu may have to just switch to life siphoning forever anyway.
Yes. Oh, did I not switch to Ultra Cure? I probably didn't switch to Ultra Cure. Oh well.
Here. Zillergut Sky High is a bit expensive to make, but hone. But again, why Command 2 is an ether charge. Honing it only means you don't have to rely on Command 2 at much. And yes, you are right. Since Sky High is a 6-star ability, and crystals are just like ludicrously hard to find, it is a bit harder.
Don't fall over on me, Gilgamesh.
Kind of fight is why I wanted Pain BSP. Yeah, AoE Dispel would help a ton with this. Fortunately, after the initial, I believe the Haste Gut is scripted. Because I've seen it happen, twice. But other than that, the arms to focus on buffing Baigen more.
Gilgamesh, don't fall over. Okay. Okay. Christ. Going into here without
Gilgamesh, don't fall over. Okay, Dad.
I also realized I went into here without a healing BSB, which was, a good idea. It's not a good idea. It's actually a very poor idea. Ha! You missed You missed everybody I cared about. Did you silence my mage, who has a silence resistance? God damn it.
Sure.
Screw it, we're...
Yeah, you better just crush him with moves.
Let's just crush him with moves. Whatever. My party has Last Stand. We won't even die when we're killed, so... Yeah, okay. Never mind. I thought not bringing a healer was gonna, matter. I'm not even gonna eat the deaths I have Last Stand on from the Blessing of Light. Minfilia
God,
gives you
Bartz
guts.
must be so upset having to flare up that gigantic aura for ages just to take off that one sliver. Oh, okay.
Oh, whoops.
Oh, this is goofy as all hell. Oh shit, I didn't even realize you had guts. Damn.
Yeah, I know, I have guts, so I'm not even dying.
Yo, Minfilia.
What are deaths? Also, look at the little hand. It's going...
Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, there we go.
Goodbye. Excellent.
I completely forgot about guts. That is a good decision.
Alright. So the final fight we have is going to be, again, is another 220 we've moved up to for final fights, rather than the 180s that we just fought.
And we're still in that area where everything is overtuned to the max, and it's going to be hell on earth.
Okay,
After
so
this and the next event, it is going to like go down.
Guardians of the Feymarch. We're fighting Leviathan and Asura at the same time. Leviathan has a bunch of water magic. Deluge, water cannon, water plume. HP gets low, attacks get more powerful. Resists fire, earth, and wind. It absorbs ice, water, but is weak to lightning. Asura! Alright. Dispel. Dispel, shell, haste, slow. What else we got? If you take Leviathan down first, Asura will use Raise. So, kill Asura first. But Asura absorbs
In fact,
lightning.
you're supposed to kill Asura first.
Yeah, as you can see. Defeat Asura first. The big thing here, Asura absorbs lightning. Well, Leviathan is weak to it. I really, really wanted this to be a point where I could use Kane, but it's just not.
No dice.
So, we are going to adjust this party heavily. Actually, let's start things off from the party I used for the last one and make our adjustments from there. So that should be down here. There should be a party that has Sid in it.
We were kind of workshopping this one too. I was saying that Sid would be great for this one just because both of these guys are completely open to Holy, and as such, Sid doesn't have any problems. You can just sort of like help the party whittle down Asura and then just like throw Leviathan in the fucking pit.
So the problem with this fight is that it's asking me for like 1,000 different effects, and I don't have the room. Like, you know, Zill saying Indomitable Blade is awesome for this. On top of that, I need to be able to slow. I need to be able to dispel. I need to be able to avoid. Like, I want to be able to like have Gilgamesh in here, but I don't think I'm going to be able to. Would Raijin be worth it?
Raijin would absolutely be worth it. He has a non-elemental chaser.
Right.
And he can off-heal.
Right, that's what I'm thinking. Okay, let me... I'm keeping Realm in, I'm keeping Y'shtola in, I'm keeping Fran in. These are like 3 that I'm basically like required to have for a fight of this caliber.
He would also do a similar sort of thing as Orlando, who can just sort of like ramp up, and then once Asura is dead, he can unload on Leviathan.
Right. I'm trying to think who I want as damage dealers to kill Asura, and I think it might just be like...
You can definitely help kill Asura.
Right. Might go with this to start. What's your accessory? Why didn't you get yours when we... Oh, okay. Let me check for slow resist equipment. Resist. Slow. And you, rather than the Mark of Conquest, can switch over this, which is a little worse, but it has slow resist.
Yeah, this is about where, like, accessories that are spec'd for resistance to ailments or elements are much more important than a flat bonus to your stats.
Yep. Yes, it does have a holy, so, like, we'll be avoiding... I can't afford to have Kirata in this lengthy of a fight. This needs to be Kiraja. I, however, can afford to have Kirata here. And then Fran, do I need Affliction Break? No, I don't. I remember talking about this. The Dispel Slow that that Asura has a 303% chance to hit. So we're not even gonna bother.
Yeah, we're not big fans of things that basically tell you that you can't actually use Affliction Break.
I want to bring Tempo Flurry as a... because I need to... slows a metal condition.
Yeah, and you'll still be doing damage.
And Banishing Strike, okay, Gaia Cross is fine. Yeah, that'll be okay.
You know, I completely forgot about Tempo Flurry. That would be an it frees up your white mages to do stuff instead of having to carry Sloga around. Like an albatross around their necks.
Yeah, I hate having to carry Sloga around because it's just this nothing of a move. Switch that to you. It's a slight upgrade. And I'm actually gonna give you the weapon? No, we'll give you the weapon. I think you can use it, right? You can use everything. No, you can't use everything. I probably have to... Oh, right. That's fine. That's fine. So... is Gefgarian Shell something I would... Yeah, Gefgarian Shell's fine. It's actually a good... So we want to switch this Apocalypse over to Kane's Burst Weapon, because it has Realm Synergy. I barely don't have... Yeah, Affliction Break affects the enemy's ability to use, like... poison or slow or like that sort of debuff on you.
It cuts the effectiveness of an enemy's debuffs on you in half. So like they can only use so if they inflicted slow on you and had a 100% chance, you cut that down to 50. The problem is Dana sometimes gets around this by having enemies have like status chances that are much higher than 100% just to make sure that they will hit all the time, and that's a bad design decision. We don't like having skills that can do a thing that are specifically made to do a thing, and then being told, no, you can't actually use those.
Alright, let's see how quick this starts. Oh boy. I wonder how quick this is going to ramp, that's the question.
They start off with physicals. The most important thing is to make sure you keep your Shelgas up. Because if a Dispel hits and then suddenly you get slammed in the face with a Blizzaja for quad 9, that ain't good.
Yeah. Oh!
Okay.
Well, that was quick. I guess that happens sometimes in the fight. Where...
Hey newbie, you're just in time to see Slyo get his head stuffed in the friggin' toilet.
Alright, let's try that again. Realm just falls over. Within the realm...
I just caught that, I hate you.
Let's swap.
I mean, you're my buddy, I love you, but I also hate you.
I'm gonna do this. This is something this is a change I can make that can positively affect the beginning of the fight. So, we'll do this. Also, so I don't screw this up. Get rid of everything that's not Gaze of the Void. What do you have control still? Oh, get out of here.
I understand that they really can't, like, let you keep whatever it is in an optimized sort of situation, but at the same time, it is very annoying that all of your defaults are there all of a sudden.
Alright. I was fine restarting because the break I'm bringing to, or the roaming warrior I'm bringing to this is my shout, which I don't know how that's gonna work. It might actually work out that I need to have that natively, which I can do, but like we're gonna try it this way instead. And if I need to bring the onion with, like I can bring the onion with.
Yeah, and at the same time, at the same time too, bear in mind that like when she pings haste off of you, it's always like single target, so you can kind of burst your way out of that at times.
Tech.
Yes. Indom is extremely good for this fight.
As I'm aware, I could bring, but like, as we've been saying, like, I think everyone's asking me just to bring 6 characters to the fight, and that's not a legal move. Like, if I fit Solis in here, I don't have damage, you know?
Hey, Celeste, you kind of do.
With what? Like...
Oh, well, I mean, I was just saying, like, Celeste is just a good spellblader in general, but yeah, I understand where you're coming from.
No, I mean in the sense that, I guess, like I get the Hones back, obviously, but, because of how Indom works, but it's just, ugh.
Mm-hmm. I understand.
Okay, we want to apply brakes. Sure, yeah, that's fine. There's a water plume. Wow.
Yeah, newbie, I barely actually got to see most of your fight because I was also slamming my head against the wall. It's one of those fights where you end up just, like, going super over defensively and then the fight takes forever. It's just about anything they do can put the fear of God in you.
I'm gonna try to get this, slow applied. There's water plume again. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, once Asura is down, Leviathan is much more manageable because, like, you have ways to control damage. Not so much ways to avoid, like, dispels and buffs and crap. That's the other thing to note, too. A lot of Leviathan's water attacks are physical, and on the magic side, it's ice.
Oh, I saw that face.
And one of the nice things to note is that Asura's counters are controllable, because fortunately those are tauntable.
Yes, that's what I'm trying to set up here. Okay, give me my guts. Sure, that's okay, guts online.
As long as it's all these single target
Oh boy.
counters, then it's fine.
Let's just reapply shell. Alright. Alright, I'm gonna use my first Thunder God just to get into Thunder God mode. As fake haste.
Yeah, it is kind of fake haste.
Okay, Guts is online though. Oh, that was good timing. Nope, no slow.
Damn it. Putting on the regen, are you?
Yes.
Any port in a storm. The other thing to note too is that since this is a group boss, they do get the group discount, so that helps a little bit.
Yeah.
A lot less health to chip down.
Yep, that hits. Sure, I don't care about that. That's a null move to me. But yeah, I want the
I'm very thankful for null moves. That was a huge concern in the actual game where enemies curing themselves actually meant something.
I think I need to reapply it. Do I need to reapply Shout already? Sure, I don't care about that. For now. I'll care about it later. I'm not going to be dealing damage to,
This fight sure is asking for a lot of native shit.
Yeah, it is. So I put the regen on to, like, kind of help out the fact that my healers have to keep reapplying, like, you know, buffs rather than healing.
Yeah, huh?
That still didn't apply. This is what I get for bringing Tempo Flurry. I'm at the whims of, I'm at the whims of 30%.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's bad timing. My shout is off. Yep, okay. Instant cast. Who can take time off?
Water Cannon Volley is 2-hit only.
You can take time off. Okay, I need to
Super lucky and hit slow in the first hit. Well, wouldn't we all like that?
Mug time. Okay, so shout. Oh God, that was incredibly timely. And here we get Star Prism right at the same time.
Oh, Vaughn is absolutely phenomenal in this fight.
Yes. Again. Oh, I'm gonna have to... Nope. I have to dispel that.
You might just not be getting that metal condition. You might just have to, like, squeak by with an expert.
That's fine. Shrug. Vanishing Strike, because Protect is a little too much. I'm gonna keep trying. That's awful.
Ooh.
Oh.
You might want to fire off your shot early.
I already did.
Damn it!
I already did.
Oh, B.
That's what we call bad news.
Still have a Star Prism in the pocket?
No, I just used it. I know, that would be really bad if that snake... If somebody pulled on that tail a little bit, and then all of a sudden the snake couldn't move. Alright, I need slow here, I think. No dice.
This is Mondo cool. Oh, we got something cool going on here.
Alright, well...
Make sure to... Oh, I guess you have Vanishing Strike up. Whatever. Don't mind me.
What Banishing Strike? I'm using Tsuba. Because Gilgamesh also has a Dispel on dual, the dual thrust.
Yeah, just saying. Yeah.
Yep, yep. Let's reapply Stone Skin so I don't fall over dead. This is the final battle, yes.
This is also one of these fights where it's like, start out with the brand new high-level content, and it is super overtuned.
Oh my god, please, Realm, have a... Okay, so being able to just have Sid do... Okay, that's good damage. Yeah, this is the final dungeon. The final fight of this. Okay. Down... Nope.
I mean, now that Asura is dead, this is like X thousand times more manageable. You just have to deal with getting murdered.
Really, the big thing is I need Realm to burst. Once Realm bursts, I think this fight is over. Because once she's no longer slowed and can actually freaking heal. Like, the fact that she can't heal right now is really, really kicking us around.
Yeah.
This might have been a poor choice using that Thunder God, because I think I'm going to knock him into weak phase, and that's...
That's no bueno.
Yeah. But Realm... Here we go. Star Prism. We
Did
can
it!
break it. Okay. Yep, sure. That's damage. You got it. Whatever.
You still got your guts up. You're fine.
Yeah. And I'll be able to reapply it if all of a sudden he breaks it early. Anyway, Gilgamesh, hey, how's it going?
Gilgamesh, please be a help.
Bonk. Ooh, I think that means my shout's gone. Oh boy.
That says a lot about Sid's OSB because he's got weakness. Just saying.
Yeah. Okay, Star Prism reapplies the guts. At this point, I need to have the damage to take out this fight. But yeah, the haste is gone. I can see it visibly on some of the characters. Sure.
Ooh, yeah, that's his Blizzaja for you.
Yep. The big thing is I notice Sid isn't hasted right now. That's probably the biggest thing at the moment.
That probably because haste wore off. Then again, he has a fake haste, so I guess he's fine.
Yeah, he's got his own haste. Sure. He's also out of life.
Slamming.
He's also out of life siphons, but sure, who cares? That's the power of Sid. He's glowy and deals damage. But yeah, Thunder God here puts him in Thunder God mode, which means he does 2/3 less charge time on his moves. Yeah, that's shout off. Okay. I'm so glad that Gilgamesh is here and doing real work.
Hopefully infinitely sustainable. Emphasis on infinite.
It basically is. I still have 8 life siphons left on him, so... Literally, now that Realm is back up, I don't think that this fight is, like, failable.
No, this fight is perfectly fine at this point. It is just such a slog because of, the long trek to get up here.
Yep. It is a long-ass fight.
Also, at this point, you are, trying to rely on OSBs get this dude dead, as opposed to things that can, reapply haste, like bursts.
Yeah, I went with a haste. I did go with my BSB on Gilgamesh because of that haste.
Oh, that's a relief. To say nothing of the fact that Fran is keeping these numbers realistic.
I'm gonna reapply guts. Yep. This dang snake. Somebody needs to pull on this dang old snake's tail. Sure. Yeah, I didn't even have Guts trigger there.
This went ever so slightly faster than this for me, just because Beatrix was piling on the imperils, and I was just like, well, all my buffs fell off, but what if you're just crippled?
Here we go. There's the Thunder God I was waiting for.
Oh my god, Sid, please end this. Put him in the hole, please.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm definitely losing some for actions. This fight's been long. Thanks, Gilgamesh.
Time.
Alright, so I lose a billion metal conditions. Oh, it was. So if I would have got that slow, that would have been a champion with 3-.
That's always what I see at the top. So it's basically, you absolutely have to get all of the metal conditions and have no one die.
Yeah, so, okay. So that means I can just repeat this later and roll the dice better on us, or, like...
Yeah, that was absolutely Tempo Flurry's fault.
No, I mean...
Not blaming you in the slightest.
That's something I can adjust, though, like...
No, absolutely.
Yeah, you can have one death.
Yeah, one death.
Angry Ramza noises. So yeah, that's
Angry Ramza noises are very indicative of what was going on in that fight.
Yeah. So, yeah, that was the final fight here, the Guardians of the Fame Arch. So that's the end of the event. So, cool.
Oof.
And with that, we're finished with the Final Fantasy IV The After Years event. With Kane here and Theodore. But yeah, that's all for today. We've done we did the multiplayer, we did that, and
I'm sorry, Holy Dragoon Kane's outfit just looks like he had a gigantic crate full of tiaras that showed up at his house one day, and he was like, "Man, I could just make an armor out of this."
Look, what are you gonna do?
We had nothing better to do with these.
All right, so that's all for this event. Yeah. That went pretty cleanly. We had that one death on the 220 fight when Realm just ate it at the start of the fight, but we were able to kind of adjust a little bit and avoid that.
Yeah, for better or worse, these fights have just been like, as long as I fine-tune it a little bit, it only takes 50 years as opposed to 50,000 repeatedly dying at the last part.
Right. So, all right. Next week, we will have the Final Fantasy VIII event. Am I looking at that right?
Yeah, you're looking at it right.
Yeah, I'm looking at that
Final Fantasy
right.
8 Squall, whatever.
All right, so we have a Final Fantasy VIII event, and it also is likely that this will be back over on Vprisoner's side. So I'll keep you tuned into where that's going to be and such.
Oh, don't you worry. As soon as I get my you'll know when I get my desktop in, because then I'm just going to be hooting and hollering on Twitter or what have you.
But yeah, so hope you enjoyed. We'll be doing.
Yeah.
Final Fantasy 13 should be like a couple hours here, so that'll be later tonight.
Yeah, so we'll see you either here next week or on Twitch TV/Vprisoner for my end, and I'm hopefully going to take control of the reins from there.
Yep. All right. So thank y'all for joining.
Good easy.
Y'all have a good night.
Good night.